Hi everyone. When I was setting up or trying to figure out how to set up my December cover pages, I was agonizing over the theme, and then I was going to do snowmen. I sketched out snowmen, and then I thought, my gosh, why am I sketching out snowmen when I love gnomes? And even last year I wanted to somehow incorporate gnomes into my bullet journal. So here is my take on it. On my right side, I drew this simple gnome, and honestly, anybody can draw it. And the beard can be long or short. It doesn't have to have all these lines. I added a little Christmas tree just for some balance on the right. Again, a very simple pot, and then the branches. I was thinking of that kind of Charlie Brown look type of tree, but I thought this type of a little tree went really cute with this gnome. And then with the bouncy lettering and my fine tip KellyCreates brush pen, I wrote Hello December. I added in my little calendar below. Now I have to apologize for my lighting here. I have a new iPhone and I was video filming with my camera, and somehow I misjudged the adjustment on my exposure here. So it's going to look pretty light, but trust me, it'll fix a little bit later on. On the left side, I decided to draw another gnome. And the cute thing about these gnomes is you can change the beard and have a totally different looking character. You can also change the hat, and so I really like the long hats, and I think they're really cute. I drew just one gnome on the bottom and gave him a simple little pom-pom. And my quote for this page, I decided to write, "Believe in the magic of Christmas." And I use again my fine tip brush pen, and this pen is in my KellyCreates 3-pack of black brush pens. It's also in the deluxe lettering kit, and it is also the black pen from the 10 colors in the multicolor set of small brush tip pens. So I kept with the bouncy style, just like on the right page when I wrote Hello December. But then I wanted to actually make a few of the words stand out, like believe, magic, and Christmas. So you've probably seen me do this before. It's a really easy technique to get some bold lines into your lettering. And if you're using black, this works especially well. Not so much with colored pens, because the colored pens will usually show the lines when you add them in, and the black, you can hide these double lines quite well. So I just went over these words and tried to make sure I didn't make them too thick and made them even. And then to add a little bit more to the page, I added these really simple, I don't know what you'd call them, maybe snowflake stars. You just draw these intersecting lines, and then you draw these little circles around them. Oops, I missed that one at the top and off screen. I also place them around my quote randomly so they don't look like they're all lined up, and I varied the size a little bit. So they're mostly large, but I added a few smaller ones as well. And these kinds of snowflake stars, you can see they add that kind of magical look to the background of the page, and it's really simple. They're just doodles. You don't have to use a ruler at all. So coming back to the right side of the page, I decided to add some color and decorate the hats and color up the gnomes. So this time I'm not using watercolor, but I decided to color with my brush pens and my bullet tip pens. And this is the red from the bullet tip set. It's a 1.0 size. It's really nice for coloring. I also, if it's smooth paper, I will also color a little bit with my brush pen. So this is the emerald pen from my KellyCreates multicolor 10 color set. So I wanted to keep the colors traditional for Christmas, and so I just used the green, dark green, and the dark red. That's nice and bright. Then I decided to add some color to that little tree, so I picked a lighter green from my bullet tip pens, and I colored in with, I think it's called, I don't know what it's called, I think it's called sage. And I added some dimension to the pot by doing some shading. That's a nice thing about working with water brush pens, is you get water base pens is you get to add some shading when you layer the colors. Then I added that little ornament gold on top of the gnome. So this gnome, I decided to make him look a little bit different. So I used that lighter green again with the bullet tip pen at the top, and then added some stripes layered on above that solid base. I took the red, this is my bullet tip pen again, it's not a brush pen. I love this red, it's nice and bright, and I colored in his, I don't know, what do gnomes wear? Those gowns, are they jackets, are they what? Sacks? And then I added the darker green for the shoes and the mittens. And then I actually created a little stripe here and then decided to make a more detailed hat and added a stripe with my darker green brush pen. Now here you're going to see me color in the noses. Honestly, I don't know why I did this. It was a last minute decision. And if you look at the final photos, you will see I actually painted over these white noses, sorry, these black noses with white to get them white again, because I didn't like the look of the black nose. So this is a look at my December cover page, and I wish you all a really Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and a Happy New Year.